Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be making enchanted salt. Now before we start, I really need you to know that all of this is not necessary. If you don't have all of this in your little apothecary, which you probably don't, I really don't want you to freak out because the only thing you actually need to make this is salt. Okay, let's get started. Salt is really great for repelling energies, for getting rid of negative energies, for purifying. A woo-woo person, a witchy person, a whoever person loves salt. It is the catch-all to everything. If you have nothing but you really feel like you need to get some work done, throw some salt on it, okay? So we're going to be making enchanted salt. We're going to enchant this salt to be a cleansing, purifying salt. We're going to charge a salt and then amplify it. And what you can use this salt for is to charge any of your magical tools or items or anything that you feel like is energetically heavy and could use a break. Okay, this salt works really great for cleansing crystals, for cleansing card decks, for cleansing amulets, and can even cleanse for jewelry if you make it a certain way. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. So in order to make your enchanted salt, the first thing you need is a receptacle because you're going to need something to mix everything in, okay? And then you're going to get your salt. And it really does not matter what kind of salt you use. I have iodized salt here, okay? I have kosher salt. You can use sea salt. You can use Himalayan salt. You can use anything that you want to use as long as it's salt. Salt is salt is salt is salt for me, okay? It'll all work just the same. I like to use kosher salt or even sea salt because I like the size of the salt crystals and I think it makes the whole thing look really pretty. In addition to salt, you're also going to want to have on hand anything that you feel like is purifying or cleansing, okay? So you could use essential oils, you can use dried herbs, you can also use pantry items. So yes, things that you have in your kitchen pantry that have cleansing and purifying properties, you can put that into your salt too. So I'm going to use kosher salt because again, like I said, I like the crystals, but you can use any salt that you have. Iodized salt works just as well. And also, don't go to like Whole Foods, please, and then buy a thing of salt and spend like $7, $8 on it. Just go to the dollar store and buy some salt, please. Because if you know you're going to be using it for something like this and you're not going to actually be eating with it, why spend all that extra money? You really just need it as a tool more than anything else. So I've got my salt here in my actual receptacle, okay? And then we're just going to start adding things that I feel like are cleansing and purifying. I have sage bundles literally everywhere in my home. Everywhere. There's a sage bundle somewhere. So whenever I'm doing anything that has a cleansing or a purifying intent, I always use sage. You can use ground sage. If you don't have a sage bundle but you have sage in your pantry, use that, that's fine. Because I have a bunch of sage bundles literally everywhere, whenever I make anything magical, if you want to call it, that requires sage, I literally just go to my sage bundle and I rip it off. Because, you know, reduce, reuse, recycle. You know what I mean? So we're going to take some of the sage and we're going to crack it up and we're going to break it into the actual salt. And so what this is doing is adding more of those sort of cleansing and purifying properties into the salt itself. This also acts as a way to charge the salt because when you're working with the salt, intent is everything. And when this is what your intention is and what you're doing, it just charges it. Okay. Now, if this is the only thing that you have, you can literally stop there, you mix the salt up, and your enchanted salt is done. If you don't have anything other than salt, literally put your salt in like a little receptacle thing and then pray over it, I guess. You can pray over it, you can meditate over it, you can talk to your higher power, your source, your creator. You can ask them to bless it for you. You can wink at it. You can laugh at it. You can literally do whatever you want to do as long as your intent of the salt is to be a cleansing and purifying salt. Whatever works for you works for you. The only thing you could do is put salt into a cup and then you hold the cup and then you say a quick prayer over the cup, then that works. That works. By no means is it necessary to be this extra, okay? You do not need to have all of this drama and your enchanted salt. I need the drama because I appreciate a little razzle dazzle, but not everybody is like that. If all you've got is salt, then that is all you've got, okay? I have cedar leaf. I like to use cedar leaf. You can get cedar leaf. These days it's starting to pop up, I've noticed, in places like Whole Foods and different things like that. But if it's not there, you can get it from your metaphysical store. If your metaphysical store doesn't have it, but you got a tree, you can pluck it from a tree. It all works the same. Or they also make cedar leaf bundles, like smoke cleansing bundles or like sage-like bundles. You can use that as well and break it off. I like cedar leaf. Cedar leaf also has those purifying and cleansing properties as well. So I like to have some of the cedar leaf in my salt. I also like to put lavender flowers, because lavender flowers is that really sort of subtle, calm, cleansing energy, and I really appreciate that. So I do like to add some lavender flowers into my salt as well. Now, if you don't have lavender flowers, but you do have lavender essential oils, you can replace the lavender flowers with the lavender essential oil. It's all the same property. It all does the same thing. Again, if you don't have lavender flowers or essential oils and all you have is salt, then that's fine. Put the salt into a cup, say a quick prayer over it, and move on. It works, okay? I also have frankincense and myrrh as well. I like using this because, again, for more of that cleansing, protection, purifying energy, I appreciate it. And I've just got a bunch of this stuff in my pantry. And I have a bunch of this stuff in my pantry because, like, you know, I have years worth of hoarding experience. And I like to use it. And I'm a magical person. And so I have tools. So, again, you don't have it, which you probably won't. Don't stress out about it. It's not necessary. I just think a little pizzazz, okay? So then you're going to just start mixing this up really quick, really easy, no fuss, no fight. Mix it up. This leaf is too long. Mix it up, get it nice and incorporated. And all the mixing and what you're doing with this is actually charging the salt itself. Right? Everything is energy. Movement is energy. You want to get it moving. You want to think about it. You want to think that your intention is to cleanse and purify, and that you want to charge the salt with that energy, and you just think about it and you just get it moving. Now, what I'm going to do as well is add 2 essential oils. One that's lavender and another frankincense essential oil. Okay, again, this is not necessary. I just have them because I'm a hoarding expert and I like my salt to smell really pretty and really nice, and so I'm going to use them. Now, for people that want to cleanse and purify anything that's like metal, like a piece of jewelry or anything like that, do not put essential oils in your salt. Your salt stops here, okay? Box it up, package it up, keep it in your cup, and then just throw your amulet or your jewelry in it and move on. Do not add essential oil because the essential oil will erode the metal, and we don't want to do that. But if you want to use your salt for things like cleansing crystals or cleansing tarot decks, it's okay to add a drop of essential oil. So I'm literally going to add a drop of lavender oil, and the essence of the oil is going to further enhance the energy of the salt. A drop of frankincense, which again will further enhance the energy of the salt, the energy that I want the salt to have, and then I'm going to mix that together. Now, not only is the salt going to smell really good, which, oh gosh, I wish you guys could smell this. It further infuses and enchants the salt with that energy that you actually want it to have. And when you're done, it'll look something like this, if you're this extra. If you're not this extra, it may be salt with a few green specks in it, okay? And if you don't have anything in your salt, then it'll literally just be salt, and that's okay too. And then you find something to put it in. I get these little metal tins from the dollar store. I find that they're great for holding things, because duh. And then you put all your salt, your enchanted salt in it, and literally what you do, if you want to cleanse something from that point forward, is take it and you sit it in your salt like that. And then boom, now you have your cleansing salt. You can sit it on your reading table if you read cards or something like that. You can sit it by your door, and you don't actually have to put anything in it. If you sit it by your door, it repels negative energy from coming into your space. If there's already negative energy in your space, it repels it out of the space. You can literally put it anywhere that you feel like is of use, or that you feel like you want to get rid of negative energy or cleanse the energy, the energetic aura of whatever. Okay. If not, you can use it for your crystals. I like it like this, and I like the lid for it because whenever I'm done, like let's say I want to cleanse this crystal and I'm done with it, I can put the crystal back to where it was and I can put the lid back on top, and then I can store my enchanted salt somewhere else. The enchanted salt is good for however long you feel like it's good. If you look at it one day and intuitively you know it's not good anymore, it's stale, so to speak, then just make some more. Toss that out and make some more. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. Stay inspired.